Hello and welcome back to Man of the Antz Plays Planet Coaster's career mode. So we're still trying to do King Coaster. We are still trying to get this monstrosity here working, which is the hard objective, 7 excitement even, 4 nausea and 8 inversions. So we had more than enough inversions. The nausea was a problem, and I think basically what we did with this one is it's too compressed and everything's just a little bit too hectic on people. So I think the G-force is killing them. Because I'm pretty sure when we had it completed... In fact, let's just complete it. I don't want to test it. There we go. If we just hit autocomplete and say go. And speed it up a little bit. Where's the test? It says it's testing. It doesn't seem to be testing. Stop test, start test. There we go, okay. So the excitement, I think, wasn't high enough. And the nausea was also too high, if I recall. So that there is quite hectic on people. That one's not too bad. That one again is okay. I think that corner there is pretty fast, and this little end bit at the here. So yeah, the excitement is 1.56 and a nausea of 8. So twice as much excitement and just barely no excitement whatsoever. And if you look at the heat maps, excitement isn't that bad. I mean, it says it's got 1. Obviously, it's got 0 at the very beginning here. Quite poor there. Aside from that, it's not that bad. I mean, it's certainly not a 1.5. So what it probably is, I've been trying to look into it a little bit. I haven't had as much time as I'd hoped. Is there are little tiny places where the G-force is kicking in, which is killing the excitement, is most likely what's happening. And if we look at the nausea, so the nausea doesn't seem that bad. There's a little bit there where it comes in very fast. We could just stick a break in there to resolve that, though. And there's a little bit here because it's coming down here quite fast as well. The rest of it's absolutely fine, but the nausea's at 8. And again, that's probably because they're just little tiny bits, like at the bottom of these loops, maybe that sort of thing, where the G-force is a bit too much and it's bringing the nausea up, but you can't see it. So what we could do, in fact, if we just start another test off, if we keep an eye on the live feed here, if we pay attention to the nausea, because that's one of the biggest mystery as it is. So it stays relatively low, it peaks up quite high there. Stays relatively low, stays relatively low, stays relatively low. That's interesting. It peaks a bit there. That last bit there is what really does it. That tight turn coming in, I think, is responsible for that nausea being quite so high. So we have a look at the excitement instead. Didn't mean to stop the test there, so we'll wait for that to go up again. Obviously, it's relatively boring going up the chain. And as soon as you go down there, excitement goes right up. Drops a little bit wherever it was there. That's where it's got those 5s, isn't it? Drops quite low there. And then gets quite exciting right in that middle bit just there, or that very end bit. So yeah, so it's not particularly great. So what I think we're going to do is we're just going to... Can we undo? Not really, no. But we do have 210,000. So what we're going to do is we're just going to delete the whole thing, I think, and we're just going to start again, because none of that's going to work for us, is it? None of that is going to work. So I did say I was going to try and look up... Shush, we do not care. Going to try and look up a sensible way of doing this without the obvious cheat, which is just download someone else's roller coaster. Didn't want to do that particularly. I managed to watch one video of Tefty Teft, it was, who was doing it. I think he used the Looney Turns, so we'll use Looney Turns as well. And the main thing he sort of did was he was just a bit more custom with it. That's the only thing. I didn't have a chance to watch the whole thing all the way through because he spent a fair while trying to do it. So unfortunately didn't have the chance to watch all of it. But essentially, yeah, he was just a bit more thorough with how he was doing it. Didn't use the angle snap on the angles, he says, sounding ridiculous. Oh my god, I forgot to turn things around. There we go. So if we put that there, and then if we make the station a bit bigger, how do we make the station bigger? Station. No, undo that. I want station. Why can I not? There is a way. Oh my word. There is a way of extending this station, isn't there? And I want it a little bit bigger. Does it matter saying that? Or should I just get it working? Let's have a quick look. I want a freaking station. Ah, right. Oh my word. Oh my word, you are frustrating. It's like 'cause I built a bit there. Right. That'll do. I figured out how vaguely to do it. That's enough, I think. So if we go into the chain lift, which we want... Why is it now going... No, you're going in the wrong direction. Which way are the seats facing? Seats are facing this way. Wanting to go that way. But now I've got rid of the... Oh my word, this is frustrating, isn't it? Apologies for my absolute ineptitude here. Spin it around. Plonk it down. We say, click on the station. Click on station. Add an extra block. In fact, what we want to do, we do want to... Ooh! Oh my god, what is going on? Station, extra block. Right. There's definitely an easier way of doing this, and I'm just not seeing it. That's what's happening here. Right. Click, station, click. Okay. Right, there we go. Okay. Then if we click on that again and say chain lift. Yeah, so it's a little bit bigger. It's not huge, but it's a little bit bigger. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn off angle snap. We are going to turn on auto tunnel, so that it'll automatically tunnel around the ride if needed. We'll make it a little bit smaller, I guess, because we don't need it tunneling quite as much immediately. Right then. So chain lift. Chain lift will just have going straight up. There's nothing we really need to worry about in terms of keeping people happy. So we'll just go straight up. Boom. 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 We probably don't need to go too high. We'll go a little bit higher than that. Just about there. Okay, right. And then we will bring it... Oops. Bring it over. Bring it down. Nice and fast. And then we'll start bringing it up. Nice and slowly. We don't want to do anything too reckless. So now it's flat. So what if we put in our first dive loop? No. What is that? Half loop up. What good is that to anyone? We could try that. We could try that. Is it now upside down? Upside down. And then twist. No, so it's the right way up now. Okay, so. So this is the plan, really, to try and keep it a bit more even. That might be a bit much straight away, really. If we just have a quick start of the test. Apologies if you hear me slurping on beer, but it's really hot. And I really could have done with a drink. Yeah, so nausea was absolutely through the roof there. So let's get rid of that. We'll have to think of something different. So what if we just start turning it in? Nausea still seemed quite high there. So maybe we need to smooth out the... this a little bit more. Start turning it. Oh, that's way too much. That is way too much. So I wasn't really looking at the nausea there. What is it doing? Gets a little high, but not too bad. So bring it back into fresh air. Flatten it out a little bit. Then if we start looking at loops and rolls and stuff, right, if we do a sidewinder, right, make it a little bit bigger. Make sure that it makes it up there. So it looks like we have a similar, yeah, it's a bit too, see if that works. Still no. What about now? No, okay. This might be a little bit of a problem. I might need to get rid of a little bit of this and then just stop the high inclination so much. So we straighten that out a little bit. How is that doing? Still on the 1.9. So what if we just stick in some form of loop there? What if we do that? Still no. Have I made... What if I make the chain faster? If we go down to all of the chain, speed the chain right up, and start it off again. Still nothing. A little bit concerned that, well, that's a bit better. It looked to come around it pretty fast as well, didn't it? If anything, maybe a little bit too fast. So let me build on the end. Let me build on the end of that. There we go. Right. So if we make this a little bit bigger, maybe go for some sort of roll here. Corkscrew entry left. And then expand that a little bit. So it's not quite as horrible. Ooh, I didn't really want to do that, but that's fine. So let's kind of straighten that out, bring it up a little bit so it's all out of the ground. It is coming down very fast. We might have to change the chain speed a little bit, make it slightly less utterly horrible. If we do that, that seems okay. Bring it down and start carving it in a little bit. What are we up to? 1, 2, 3 by my count. See if we look at doing another loop. I mean, that's going to be way too big, isn't it? Let's make that a lot smaller. Yeah, that's not going to work. We need something a lot more reasonable. Something like that, maybe. And then something like that. Where is the test? Why are you stuck there? Because you come back off the one that I had to destroy, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I said I'm going to have to slow it down, and that's going to be a problem if I can't actually make any of these. Just about makes that, which is okay. So I could start bringing it down there, get it a little bit of speed. That should be 6. And if I go directly into a corkscrew right. Oh, not quite. So what if I bring that down and then go into a corkscrew right? We don't want that. Oh, I undid, and I wanted to keep that. So I need to get this turning a bit more. And then go into the corkscrew right. And then I can bring that up. Start turning it in towards the end of the ride. Oh, undo. Oh, undo too much. How close are we here? Just like that. So that comes in okay. Oh, excitement not quite enough. Nausea is really good. Excitement isn't quite there. But that's really close. And I'm genuinely really excited that that's got so close so fast. Inversion's 5. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. Goes down. 1 inversion. 2 inversion. 3 inversion, 4 inversion, 5 inversion, 6 inversion, 7 inversion. It's not counting the sideways loops. That's the problem. It's not counting the sideways loops. That's an issue. So what if we just try replacing these sideways loops with more kind of corkscrewy type things? So if I just get rid of... So we have to make 3, so we're getting rid of another one there. If I get rid of all of that. And then, nope, undo that. Then we come over here. Okay, there's that. And then one more. Stop it. Stop it. If we get rid of those... Got rid of too much. And then if we can join this up to that. Oh, that's so close. That is so close. So what can we do to bring that excitement up, I wonder? We can't make the chain any faster. That's stuck where it is. The excitement over this whole area here is pretty poor. Good there, pretty poor here. So we can make one little bit of this exciting. Just a fraction exciting. We are sorted. So what if I just grab this and bring this down a good chunk. Maybe do the same here. Is it going to have enough speed to actually do it now? Yep. Ooh, that's good. That's good, that's good. Results, inversion, 7. Bugger. Why is it only 7? Why is it only 7? So it comes up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's only 7 because, quite frankly, there are only 7 inversions. That explains that, doesn't it? Okay, I wanted to keep that bit. So what if I stick in here some midsection corkscrew left, which goes all the way down there. I don't want you to go all the way down there. I want you to come up. I suppose a loop's going to be a bit too much, is it? God, it's not even connected. Okay, let's get rid of that. And let's try putting it in there. If we put in a little vertical loop, that's going to be way too big, so that's fine. So if we make it that big, oh, now it loses too much speed to get around. Ooh, frustrating. To make it much smaller, it's going to be very unpleasant G-force wise, and I'm kind of struggling. There we go. What about that? What about that horrible little thing? That's going to be terrible. It's going to destroy the nausea rating more than anything. Ah, still doesn't make it though. Okay, so let's get rid of that. So we need to do something else here. So let's just put in our own little roll. Let's just do that, right? If we just spin it around to about 45 degrees. Let's just do that again. Spin it around to 45 degrees. Or 48, close enough. Move it this way a little bit. And then spin it around to about 90 degrees. And then spin it around to about... Yeah, so it's going to need to be a faster roll, isn't it? So go 90, 180. That's what I want to do, but it's not going to quite fit. Right. No, I want to keep that. I want to delete that. So if we bring this up, so what about that? What about that? That'll definitely count as an inversion. Is it a bit too fast? Seems to do okay. Still doing okay. Excellent. 7 excitement. No more than 4 nausea. 8 inversions. We have just done it. We have just done it. Look at that. Oh, I am so pleased with myself. I genuinely am. Fear is horrible in this bit and also through that new section there. But fear doesn't matter. Fear does not matter in this instance. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get this opened up as quickly as possible so we actually get our... what can I do here? Number of cars. So you can't block section because it doesn't have a block section in. That makes sense. We don't want a block section because that'll destroy everything. So if we stick with... Oh no, it's 4 separate cars still. Oh, excellent. Excellent. Let's definitely do that. So let's connect our path to the exit. Like that. And then we need to build an entrance path. So we'll make a relatively long path for our exciting new ride. There's a terrible path. There we go. Excellent. That is absolutely awesome. So let's open that. In fact, no, let's close it down. Immediately close it down. One thing I wanted to try was if we make a note of the testing. Where's my pen? Let's just write this down so we know where we are. So it's 765 619 346. I just wanted to try smoothing out the roller coaster to see if that made any massive difference. By basically just selecting as much of the coaster at once as we can. Can we do all of it? We can pretty much do all of it, yes. Select all of it, and then we'll just hit smooth all a few times. It's going to think about it, because that's going to destroy it for a second. It's going to destroy the game. Maybe I should have just clicked it once, or done it in sections. I might have killed the game. Okay, there we go. This game has fixed itself. So I might just hit it one more time. And it'll think about it. And then if we start a test going, does that make any difference to the ratings? It doesn't seem to think it will because it hasn't changed. Normally if you do something that's going to change the ratings, it'll delete the ratings it currently has. So no, it's all the same, 765, 619, 346. So smoothing it out doesn't really change it too much. I suspect if maybe there are any particular horrible bits, it might have made a slight difference, but doesn't seem to have, does it? Yeah, okay. So, well, job done anyway. Let's get this ride complete. Let's open it up. Let's build some scenery. Let's stick some bins down for those people who are indeed terribly disgusting. And is that... Oh, I was going to say there's some disgusting little people now, but it's the janitor. He is the opposite of disgusting. He is the saviour of the disgusting people. So let's just smash down a number of these. How are we doing? Overview. 32. Terrible. Joshua trees. I was just about to ask, where are the people who are actually... That's still nothing in the maintenance guy, isn't it? Or is it a person? Oh my god. That went horribly wrong. There are the first people. I was wondering why nobody wanted to ride the exciting new ride. I think much like the... Don't have enough money, so we need to maybe look at doing an ATM machine at some point then. Not that it's too important. I think, again, the fear of the ride which is a little high. It's probably putting off a lot of the prospective riders, particularly because it is aimed at being a family ride. There we go. Let's put that up to 14? 14. It is aimed at being a family ride. And obviously... Oh, come here, why aren't you going on it? I've run out of money. So we do need an ATM relatively quickly. Do we have access to one as it is? ATMs. Yes, we do. So let's stick an ATM. Let's stick one down here. Bing. There you go. It is quite away from everything else, isn't it, really? No wonder there aren't that many people going to it, blimey. Did I build an ATM anywhere else then? Got my shops there. That's not very busy. Is that closed down again? No, it's still going. Made a profit last month. Got the toilets. Cannot see an ATM anywhere. We closed down the monster because that wasn't making us any money whatsoever. Okay. Why are you all walking away still? Don't have enough money. There's an ATM machine. Why don't you use it to take out more money? Oh well. Anyway, what I might do then is just have a quick little ride along on this. And we'll just, oops, let's slow it down. And we'll see how it looks from inside. Come on, lady, press the button. Oh, she's excited. Ah, she got into my seat. Yeah, not many people queuing up for the ride. Oops, a few more just come on, then we can just see coming into the queue there. Okay, so let's speed it up a little bit. Oh, hello, there's a few more people. He looks bloody excited, doesn't he? He looks absolutely thrilled at the prospect of this ride. A few more not going on there. That's money again. Oh, I tell you. Here we go. Okay. So wait till we get nearer to the top, and then we will slow it down again. So here's the drop. Whee! Through a little our first custom little tunnel. Isn't that exciting? Into the first loop. Not too fast. That's nice. Could do a bit of smoothing out around there. Into our first roll. Our second, that's our custom roll there. Our third roll slash loop. A little slow, but you don't want to go too fast. That's very slow. We probably should have made it a little bit higher to start with, and I think that would have helped with the excitement a little bit more. Because couldn't even do rolls because I didn't have loops because it was too slow to do loops. And there's the final roll. And then up, and then down, and into the... well, that's not too bad, really, is it? For a completely custom coaster, I'm relatively happy with that, I think. Seems we had to build that entirely from scratch on our own. Didn't rely on... Obviously, we relied on the loops and the rolls for... not blueprints as such, is it? Like prefab pieces, shall we say. But there we go. That's awesome. So this last coaster, I've kind of... My plan was to make that a little bit like just sort of put it here or just here. So I'd have enough room to make ourselves go around. So I guess what we'll do is we'll bring this path out here and bring it up here. Have the entrance around here and then have it going around here somewhere. Because the last one we need to do is 8 excitement. And what was Looney Tunes? 7.6. 8 excitement, at most 5 fear, which is a problem. And an average speed of 35 miles an hour with a biggest drop of 100 meters. So the drop immediately after the chain lift is going to be a 100 meter drop, I guess. And then we have to keep that going with 8 excitement and most 5 fear. Not too sure how I'm going to do that, to be honest. Obviously we don't have to worry about nausea, but how do you balance fear against nausea? If we have a quick look... Oh, I just turned that off. Oh, you absolute lunatic. Oh, I'm doing it again. Keep it on. We have a look at the fear map for Looney Tunes. So the fear there immediately after the drop is quite high. So how are we going to combat that? How are we going to keep that from coming up too high, I wonder? Looking at it, we didn't drop very much at all. We only dropped about, what, 3/4 of the actual height of the climb. So we still had all that additional energy to use up. which is kind of why this works. So there where it's going a little bit fast, the fear is quite high. It's a little bit fast there. So if we just watch that again, when they set another one off, any minute now. In fact, what we'll do, I was going to look at the speed. Let's just look at our speed map. So yeah, 40 miles an hour and fast. So the fast bits, but even that fast bit, our custom, I was going to say our custom corkscrew isn't too bad, but it's not particularly great either, is it? See, where it's going fast and it's doing things, that's where the fear rises up. So I don't know how, when we have to keep an average speed of 35, we're going to keep the excitement up and the fear down. That'll be interesting. So we'll find out next time, I guess, won't we? Hope you're still enjoying Planet Coaster. If you did enjoy the video, please do click the like button. It is genuinely very much appreciated. If you haven't subscribed already, please do so as well. That's also obviously very super awesome. And if you do subscribe, you can tick the little, or click on the little, what's that? It was a hat store. Click on the little bell button, which means that you'll get notified of any upcoming videos and series releases, he says, just about, that I have upcoming. Any questions or comments, like for example, if you have any advice on how I can build a coaster, which is 7 excitement, 8 excitement even, and no more than 5 fear, please do let me know in the comments. That would be awesome, and I'll get back to you as soon as I see them. Otherwise, I shall see you next time for more coaster building madness in Planet Coaster. Thank you very much for joining me.